So hello, my name is Devattam Bakchi and today we are going to cover a topic called uh, today we are going to cover two topic in one video. First is passive voice and next is causative mood. So let us look at first passive voice. So what is passive voice? Passive voice is a grammatical construction where the subject of the sentence receives the action rather than performing it. So, what does it mean? In passive voice, the subject of the sentence become the object of the sentence. So, the object receives the verb. So, when the subject becomes the object of the sentence, the object receives the verb. So, it becomes the passive voice. So, let us look at an example. He wrote this book. This is an English example, and in Bonumuk it is O A Jan Liket Likon Tuj. Okay, this is the translation in Bonumuk. And in passive voice, A Jan Liket Oesg Peliken Tuj. So, what happened? The object of the sentence, which is A Jan Liket, became the subject of the sentence, and the subject of the sentence O became the object of the sentence. Same like in English. Here in this sentence, this book is the object and he is the subject. When we swap the subject and object, the subject become the object, so he become him and this book become the subject. And same in Bonumuk. Okay, but only we are adding the by in English and the esg suffix in Bonumuk. Okay, now let us look at steps to make passive construction. First, to construct passive voice, swap the subject to the object of the sentence and object to the subject of the sentence as we done here. And second, add ask to the object. So here we swap the subject and object and we add the ask to the object and pay prefix to the verb, and we add pay prefix to the verb. Now change the form of the verb according to the new subject. So what it means, in the old sentence the verb is agreeing with this subject, and in the new sentence this form would be wrong because word should agree with this subject. So we need to change the form of the verb also and add the pay suffix also. So pay suffix is the passive mood suffix, passive voice suffix. Okay, let me explain you. Let me add a slide to explain it more clearly. Okay, so what happens? We take the previous sentence O A Jan Liket Likon Tuj. Now let us apply the passive voice. So let us make the subject object. So what is the object? A Jan Liket. Let us make it subject. So A Jan Liket became the subject, and let us make the subject object. So O, and now let us add the pay prefix to the verb. Okay, and also add esg suffix to the object. So what does esg means? Esg means by. It means by in English. Like in English, we use the word by. So esg suffix means by. Okay, and in Bonumuk, the object of the sentence comes in the middle, means just after the subject and before the verb. So the the new subject will be the first, which is a jaan liket. Then the new object which was previously subject, which was o, and the verb lik. We are not conjugating the verb, and then we add the is suffix to the object and the pe prefix to the verb, and we will conjugate the verb according to the new subject. So new subject is in the near third person singular. So near third person singular with the pe prefixes pe, likent, and it is in past tense, so uj. So pelikentuj. So the sentence become a janliket oesg peliken tuj, means this book was written by him. Okay, I hope you understand the passive voice, and we will now let us look at the causative mood. So let us look at causative mood. So what is causative mood? So what is causative mood? A causative mood is a verb form that indicates subject of a sentence does not perform an action themselves. Means the subject does not perform the action themselves, it causes someone to do that. So let us look at an example. I am learning. So in Bonumuk it is me lajunum. And in the causative mood, I am teaching students. So me lajene de lajesrunum. So what is causative mood? When the subject does not perform the action himself or herself, it causes someone to do. Note: to teach means to make someone to learn. Okay, so to teach means to make someone to learn. Okay, but what is the problem? That in English language the causative mood does not exist. English made completely new words for causative mood also, but in Bonumuk we can make one by adding esra suffix. So how to make an causative mood? Let us see. Like lajust, lajesrust, to learn, to cause to learn, which is to teach. Dekust, dekesrust, to see, to cause to see, means to show. Manjust, manjesrust, to eat, to cause to eat, which means to feed. Domust, domesrust, domust means to live, domesrust means to cause to live or to sustain. Lenust, lenesrust means to seize away. Lenust means to take, and lenesrust means to cause to take or to seize away. Okay, so what is causative mood? When the subject is making someone doing something. Okay, so that is causative mood, and here are some example. And note, the esra suffix is used to make causative mood, and ust is the infinite suffix. Okay, thank you, that's for today.